Hey, I'm Tractor Rick. It is bad weather outside, so I'm staying inside today. But since it's bad weather, we're going to talk about chainsaws and how to change and adjust a chainsaw chain. So when you're doing a chainsaw chain, the first thing you do is very important. Make sure your chain brake is released. So that's forward is set, back is released. Once it's released, you got your bar nut. Some chainsaws have one, some have two. This only has one. We just take our bar nut loose. Once the bar nut is loose, we have our adjusting screw. Some saws have them here, some have them here. So just loosen your adjusting screw a little. When the chain's a little loose, now we can remove our cover. Let's take our cover off. All right, this part is called the clutch cover. And we remove this guy. Sometimes they get a little, gotta wiggle them off a little bit. There we go. So when you set your chain brake, it shrinks this band, and this band grabs the clutch. That's how that works. So now, we just take our chain off. And there we go. And the chain just comes off like so. Around our clutch. And we are off. We have our replacement chain here. So the way the chain goes, this is the part of the tooth that cuts. You got your drag and you got your tooth. This part of the tooth faces back towards the saw on the bottom like so. Not like that, like that. So we take our replacement chain, around the clutch we go, and onto the bar. Gotta make sure all of the guides on the bar or on the chain are in the track of the bar. Just kind of roll it in like so. Make sure everything is in place. Now you can manually pull your bar forward a little bit to kind of take out some of the slack. All right, now we take our clutch cover, and as you can see, when you adjust your adjustment screw, it moves that pin. That pin goes in this hole. So whenever we put our clutch cover back on, we got to make sure that pin goes in the hole just like that, and it slides right on. We put our bar nut back on, just hand tight. We sit our chainsaw upright like so, and we can see our chain is loose. So now we tighten our adjusting screw until the chain touches. And it should be touching, but it shouldn't be super tight. Now before you tighten it up all the way, you want to lift your bar up. Make sure your bar is lifted up. Otherwise, the first time you cut, the bar will come up and loosen the chain. So now we tighten our chain again until it touches, like that. And we tighten our bar nut. And we are done. Now, I mentioned the chain brake. So what happens if you don't release the chain brake? If you don't release the chain brake, when you pull your cover off, your band is shrunk and will not go back on. So what happens is now the band will not go back over the clutch, and you can't get it back on. So luckily, most modern chainsaw tools have these notches. So what you would do is use this tool to grab that. And then you can grab that, and using your wrench, you can reset your chain brake. Now it'll go back on. And we are good to go. That's how you do it. Thanks for watching.